So this is the OG Men in Black. It's on Netflix at the moment. I think they all are actually, 1, 2, and 3. And I think the international version, where they spin off other characters, is also on Netflix. So this is one of the films Will Smith did when he left Fresh Prince and he went the TV show and he went into movies. He started off with Bad Boys and then started doing a string of successes: Men in Black, Independence Day, and other films. And although Tommy Lee Jones here, legendary actor, one of my favorites, he actually plays the lead character, who's like the mentor for Will Smith when he joins this government agency. And this is an interesting one. It's actually an action comedy, and action comedies like Rush Hour and this kind of film are good because they manage to put humour, sort of Tommy Lee Jones' dry sense of humour into the film, and Will Smith's kind of wisecracking sidekick. And it's kind of interesting because, normally in Bad Boys as well, Will Smith played the lead and Martin Lawrence was his sidekick. So normally you have a slightly less powerful sidekick. But in this one, it kind of works because Tommy Lee Jones is kind of the older sort of mentor character who can pretty much kick Will's ass in terms of, superiority. So in that way, this film works really well. I mean, as a buddy film, works really cool, and one of my favourite films actually, so I had to rewatch it. If you haven't seen it, it's getting a bit old now, but it's a decent film. I think Barry Sonnenfeld directed it. I think he directed a lot of the Men in Black films, and it's also got Rip Torn, who's the sidekick, and Linda Fiorentino, maybe, who plays a lesser known character, and the villain's played by the legendary Vincent D'Onofrio, who was in Full Metal Jacket, CSI, Law and Order: Criminal Intent, and he's been in lots of films. I think he recently played the Kingpin in the Daredevil show as well. But he's a great actor. He's actually kind of unrecognizable at times, but he plays the villain in this, and it's such a sort of well-paced kind of film, about a group of government agents who effectively run the sort of the defense of the Earth against aliens sort of threats. And so it's a bit like, instead of FBI, CIA, they call the Men in Black MIB. So it's kind of cool. Smith gets recruited at the beginning, and they have this kind of adventure to try and track down, try and find out why all the aliens are nervous, and some of them are trying to leave the planet. And it's kind of a standard kind of mystery. They've got to find out, what's happened, and then who the villain is, and it's a kind of a race against time. So Men in Black on Netflix at the moment. Go and check it out. I intend to watch all of them just to reminisce. And I think the international version's out with Chris Hemsworth, where they tried to do kind of a spin-off. But this will always be the OG kind of, partnership, Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. Legendary. And, these films come out in a time where they just were right, and also they're timeless. You can keep watching them, and they're just legendary films. So go and check it out, and I'll see you in the next one.